Right, so we'll come onto the iPad a little bit later, but first of all I'm going to show the system on this iPhone. And all I've done so far is I've started up the Safari browser on the iPhone, and if I just click that button down the bottom there, you can see here one of the clever features of the iPhone is that I can actually scroll between the different windows that I've got open with the browser. Now, I've already logged into our system. That's the first screen that you get, and I've already logged into the system, and my desktop that I would be presented with, irrespective of which device I'm using, is here. And if I just touch that window, it now expands it to fill the screen. Now, clearly with the iPhone, the icons and the writing is incredibly small, but there's a clever feature on the iPhone which allows me to pinch and to open the screen up, which basically expands everything that I'm looking at. So now it's very easy for me to see the icons on the screen, and if I just click on that CMS, you see the iPhone automatically opens up that in a new window. And this is our contact management system. So again, I can increase the size of this by just expanding it or pinching it. But if I click that middle icon, the CMS Contacts Management in the middle, what that will do is it will open up a new window which displays the last 30 contacts that I've visited. Now what I'm going to do is open up that so we can see those contacts. And the one I'm going to go to is this Northern Healthcare here. So I just touch that, and it goes back to the previous window, and it places that contact record into that right frame. So that's the contact record. All the people that I might want to contact are listed underneath there. So everything that I need at my disposal. And again, if I need to expand that up, very easy to do, and I can then look at everything much closer. Now there's two or three important features of this screen that are worthy of note here. The first one is this contact record is a customer, and they're indicated as a customer by the contact type. Now, because they're a customer and I'm trading with them, then I will have account details, and from this main contact screen I can go straight to their account by just clicking on that word customers. So if the customer rings up and they've got a query with something, I can go straight to their record and I can look at the current balance and all the transactions that make up their account ever since we started trading, and this particular account was quite a while ago. And I can look at any of these transactions from within this window. Now, I won't look at them here. We'll go into another screen and look at those a bit later on. But the other thing that's worthy of note here is this item here at the bottom, the document store. Now that allows me to file all the documents that I might want to against this contact record. So you'll be very familiar with this filing technique, normal sort of tree structure. And in here I can upload documents. Now we have to remember that the iPhone and the iPad, they're really useful devices for accessing and finding out information that has been created somewhere else by a PC or by a power user. So I have access to all of the data here. Now there was one I uploaded a little while ago, which is actually an Excel spreadsheet. Now I didn't create it on here, but it's been uploaded, and if I click on that link there, this is a spreadsheet. It's now asking me what I want to do with this file. I want to open it. So what it's done now is it's gone away to retrieve that spreadsheet and put it into this browser here. This might take a little while, but once it's brought that spreadsheet in, it will display it for me in this window. There you go. So it's still loading. Now again, I can expand any of these windows by just opening up in that way, scrolling backwards and forwards, and I can see all those transactions listed there. So I finish with that, just click on the X, finish with that, click on the X there. So bring that one back into view. So this allows me to access all the filing, all the documents that have been filed for my business. Remember, what we're doing here is we're accessing a web-based application so that it's stored in a data center, and we are basically accessing that through web technology to be able to operate our business. So it's not using anything clever. We don't have a server of our own. We're just connecting to the server which is hosting our application, and we're able to do this from literally anywhere. So that's basically the contact management, and in here there are a few other things that I could go into. For example, let's say a client rang up and they have a query with their account. Maybe it's an invoice or something. Again, I can go to this with sales order processing. I can go into sales invoicing here. There's some options in the middle here. I want to find an invoice or a credit. I've now got a search window. I'm going to pick that customer that I was looking at earlier. That's them there. And then all I have to do is click on search. And this is going to retrieve for me the last 3 months worth of transactions on this account. Now it might be that that first one's the one I'm interested in, so I can just touch the screen. There's the details, confirmation is the one I'm looking at, and then I can just click it once more and I can actually see the invoice. Now I'm going to just turn the screen round slightly, and you can see there that's the complete invoice. And again I can expand it and contract it as I wish. So I can get rid of those windows now, and that one. And just to show you the emails here, if I go along to the left there, I can access all my emails through this system as well. What it's doing here is it's pulling up my email account, and there it is. So there's all my emails listed there. All my emails are listed there, and I've got all my folders on the left hand side. So literally whatever I want to look at, I can do so on this iPhone. It's quite amazing that that we have the power of in the old days quite a big PC in our fingertips and on this multi-purpose device. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch now to the iPad, and I'm going to take us through exactly the same screens on the iPad, so we can see how that will look as people start to take up those kind of systems in their offices.